You're very stable, so stable that your energy might even be sustaining a group of people, sustaining certain lineages. You, as one person, are carrying like 20 people on your back. And your stability is also highlighting where other people are falling short. I feel like you've made a decision to put endings in your life, to close out certain cycles with people, regardless of how you feel about them, and regardless of whether you thought they'd come with you to this next phase of your life. Most people are rejecting the new timeline, which means you have no choice but to leave them behind. There's a lot of endings happening, a lot of detachment. And as you detach from people, you're also detaching from the timelines that they're connected to. So certain projects may even remain unfinished because you're giving yourself some form of closure. You stopped fantasizing certain things or projecting what you want onto other people, and you're looking at reality for what it is and realizing that you have to detach from certain individuals because them being associated with you in close proximity is either putting more burdens on your back, it's causing delays, or they just can't handle your high vibration and frequency. They can't keep up with you. So ultimately, they're either going to feed off of you or drag you down. And what you realize is that you just have to continue pushing forward. You're also finding the humor in things and knowing that you will be compensated. So, in certain situations where you feel taken advantage of, where you feel like you didn't get what you deserve, you will be compensated in one way more than others. There's a ton of blessings and opportunity, long term growth. This is like enough funds to sustain you over a period of time. This is what's guaranteed to you as as well as emotional fulfillment. So those of you that feel like your family is estranged, you could be creating a family of your own or attracting a soul family that will be aligned with you. They'll share the same end goals and the same viewpoints and the same sense of like integrity and morale. I feel like you're going to be pushed to take more risks and opportunities. As the Fool is here, this is also more traveling happening, more adventure after a period of disappointment. So, despite the disappointments that people have caused you, it's like you didn't let it weigh you down. You did not allow yourself to stay isolated. You are actually taking that leap of faith and putting that energy to put yourself out there. So, some of you guys are coming out of isolation period and putting yourself out there and planning new adventures, taking risks. And I feel like you had to have some sort of wake up call. So if you haven't had this wake up call yet, it's coming. If you've already had it, that wake up call gave you a period of clarity, and now you're in the process of releasing. Some of you guys are tarot readers of your own, or you just have strong divination skills, and all of the signs have been pointing for you to let go. You were stuck on something, and now you're no longer stuck. But as you release yourself from this indecision, it brings disappointment. But the disappointment doesn't last long. It only sees you, it only helps you see the clarity of the situation. And as the sun is here, everything that was hidden in the shadows is going to be coming to light. Anything that someone was hiding from you, it's all going to be in the forefront. The sun is also things being illuminated within yourself as far as like things that you tolerate. And it's also going to shine a light to things that are faded. So you may have thought that you were supposed to go in a specific direction. It seems like fate is going to come in and stir the pot. So certain things in your life are fated to happen despite you trying to resist it. There's a certain lifestyle that you're just meant to live, especially as you gain more control over yourself. The more you're able to control your reality and your environment. You've also elevated so far to a point where you cannot entertain certain connections that you used to entertain. This also is the energy of you being grounded, stable, mature, having an empire of your own, someone who lives a comfortable lifestyle, and someone who is crowned in their own right. So you have a level of elevation that you've gone through, and this elevation will continue to rise as you gain more clarity. And as you gain more clarity, you also start soul searching. So it's almost like a process that you go through. After soul searching and looking at the things that you've gone through, you start to look at situations that you've been through from a different lens, from the lens of the past, even. Some of you guys are feeling nostalgic. Maybe you wanted things to go a certain way and it's not. This is saying all is not lost. What is being taken away will be replaced by something better. And I also feel like financial independence is yours. It's just a matter of protecting yourself from people feeding off of your energy. Wherever you work at, whatever your hobby is, whoever is in your general proximity, these people are literally drawing wealth from your life force. That's how powerful you are. Anyone that's in close proximity to you can reap these blessings, especially when you do not have boundaries. And I feel like that's why there's a separation period being given here. This is why it's so important to honor yourself with self honor. It's so important for you to be in your authentic energy. And even if you do feel like you're being rejected, it's important to honor that, because you never know. They may have been feeding off of you the entire time, or maybe you're being protected from your light being siphoned, from money being siphoned from you, from people leveling up using your energy. And so changing your whole vibe to be easier to digest is just something that you just don't do. You either are accepted or you are not. And I also feel like the level of protection that you have is very strong. Strong enough to where people will be pushed away from you, especially when they have bad intentions, even if it's at the expense of your feelings and emotions. So your guides and ancestors have no problem causing you to feel sad and disappointment if it's for the sake of trying to protect you in the long term. Because some people here, they have good intentions at first until they get close to you and they see how blessed you really are, and then things turn. And so the way I'm seeing it, this release is going to benefit you, because as you release these things that don't serve you, you'll start attracting the things that do. As you remove people from your life that have been taking you for granted, you'll be bringing people in that value you. They value your time, your energy, your presence, your essence. People that would never think to disrespect you. So the way that you're going to be compensated is not going to be in the way that you think. It's going to be in the way that you need. It's going to be from clarity, from truth, from dominion, from standing in your own power, from taking control of your life, from being in the driver's seat, and not letting feelings and nostalgia get in the way of your blessings.